Before we begin today's lineup of speakers, and we got a fantastic lineup of speakers. If you haven't seen Frank Maselli and Paul Karasik and Kieran, you are in for a really special treat. It's going to be amazing. So we're really excited about today's presentation. We got a great grand finale for everybody. But before we do that, I wanted to share one of White Glove's core values. One of our core values at White Glove is giving. And we think this is important because when you're making a decision to do business with somebody, we want you to know that White Glove very much is a company with a heart. And we donate a portion of top-line revenue to local and national charities. In the beginning as a startup, it was quite a while before we had any sort of profit, but we were still committed to helping out our community and making sure that we were giving back to the community. So I wanted to, there it is, it's right there. So that's a little brief list of what we've done so far as a company. We've only been around for 4 years. And we've donated a little over $135,000 to date. So we just think it's important when you're doing business with us. Thank you. And there's one on this list that is very special in my heart. And I don't know if it's, let me see if it's on here. So it's called the Miracle League. And the Miracle League, it's essentially a synthetic surface baseball field for kids and young adults with disabilities, Down syndrome, autism. In my particular case, my youngest daughter has cerebral palsy. So one of the unique features of the Miracle League is with this synthetic surface, it's very easy to get a wheelchair moving across the surface and to get a walker. In my case, my daughter uses a walker to use that on the surface. And it's to get kids that otherwise wouldn't have that opportunity to get out and play baseball. And it's absolutely fantastic. And if you ever get a chance to go to a game, do it. It'll bring tears to your eyes. My daughter's been playing for about 4 years, and she one of the children in her league had no arms. And she puts the bat right here. And they pitch to her, and she hits the ball. It's amazing. I wanted to share, let me back up. So the field that we were playing on for the last 4 years is about an hour from our house. And my wife and I thought, wouldn't it be a great idea to build one of these in our own community? And you got to raise about $500,000 to build one of these. And the cool thing about Miracle League as well is they make every game experience like it's Game 7 of the World Series. It has music. We have announcers. We introduce the kids before each game. We sing the national anthem before each game, and it's a magical experience. And I wanted to share that with you in a video that I'm going to share with you in just a minute. So after about 2.5 years of raising money, we accomplished our goal. We built this field right in our hometown, and it was amazing to see the community rally together to build this field. And back on August 12th was opening day, and my daughter had the honor of being the first batter. We had 2,000 people in the community that came out in attendance. We had a flyover helicopter from the Coast Guard and from the sheriff. It was incredible. We had fireworks after the game. The kids were so excited. It was fantastic. So I'm going to show you a little clip, and it just gives you a little taste of what it's like to attend one of these games.
Miracle League of Michigan. Her first time at the plate right here at this brand new, beautiful ball field.
Charge!
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the first hit at the Miracle League of North Oakland.
Thank you. And that was her big sister that was helping her. So it was awesome. So I just wanted to share that with you. I thought that was thought you'd like that. Dean?
Yep. Thanks, Mike. Hard to follow that. More marriage advice? Yeah. What's that? I'm trying to think. My brain's not quite firing enough. All right. So speaking of humor and jokes a little bit, Brad yesterday and his log joke, which was awesome, and the frog joke, it was really no joke. You need to take action, right? And I wasn't really sure what I was going to say up here this morning. Is welcomed everybody back, and introduced our first official speaker. And then this morning, Jason Smith grabbed me and says, you got to hear this story from Joe. And I said, okay. So we ran over to the Jason Smith booth there. And Joe, if you could raise your hand a little bit. Joe couldn't have been more excited. He said, after I heard about the bucket plan last night, he says he went to, he had an appointment yesterday evening. He's local here. Never used the bucket planning or any kind of thoughts around the bucket plan before, but had met with a widow with $1 million, and you were having a hard time getting her off stop before that, and brought out the pen and the paper, right? Wrote out the buckets, and maybe you can just kind of finish the rest of the story there.
Well, it was really a great opportunity. I just heard about the bucket plan, and this lady, I transferred $1 million. She lost her husband a few months ago, and we were at the point that I had plans. We used Naviplan and all the projections and everything, and it's difficult to communicate. And then I after looking at this, say, okay, I can do this, and I love to draw. Then I went there, got a piece of paper, and put the three buckets, and the first one is your peace of mind, because you are working now, but you lost part of your income and blah blah blah, and we're gonna put money here, and this is in your just getting that immediate. No, she speaks Spanish. Then is instead of now, soon is ahora. Okay, pronto. We get to the next one, she's 55, the next 10 years, we're gonna put money here, a little bit conservative, then you will have some income that you can draw, because she wants to go to take some courses, whatever. And this other bucket is después para crecer, growth. And we put the money here, probably most of the money will go here, and now you can see the money grow, because you don't need it, and it will be for you, and it went perfectly. And what she did is, can I keep this paper? She put the Navi plan like that. I gave a binder, then she put it there and said, but I want to keep this one. Yeah. Then thank you very much. Thank you so much.
So way to go, Joe. So speaking of, you get the action taker. So again, the people that Jeff, Mike, and I invited in to speak and share their techniques, whether they're seminar techniques or just sales techniques and so on and so forth, is because they really do work. And we consider our financial planning firm, which is InvestWise Financial, we consider that the test track for everything. So we try many things. Most of them, of course, don't work, right? And then the ones that do, we bring them to everybody else at host universities. So congratulations on being an action taker, being a frog that didn't just decide to jump off the log, but actually jumped off the log and into a big bucket of money. So, and I didn't know you could do this internationally too, and in a different language. I mean, if he can do that in Spanish, can we do it in English? I mean, that's pretty impressive. So congratulations to you on that.